Episode 3 and 4 of She-Hulk Attorney at Law are now available on Disney+. And yes, I know I'm about a week late with the review of Episode 3, but don't worry, I managed to rewatch Episode 3 and the twerking scene specifically over and over again to give you a fair and honest review. It's very important, guys. It is.
Dial it back.
But nonetheless, we have 2 episodes to cover in this review, so guys, if you have not seen the new episode of She-Hulk yet and are not caught up with the show, you might want to stop what you're doing, go pay a visit to Wong's house in Nepal, finish The Sopranos with him, but don't spoil it, make a Tinder profile, learn how to twerk, and then come back to me, because we're about to talk the nitty-gritty spoilers of She-Hulk episodes 3 and 4. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hess Project. I'm John Ordalaza, and today we're talking about episode 3 and 4 of She-Hulk. Now, full disclosure, the reason why I had no She-Hulk episode 3 review last week is because, well, I did a dumb thing. I stayed up until 3 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast to watch the show as it dropped, and I just got no sleep that morning. Let's just be honest. I just could not make a review after watching at 3 o'clock in the morning. Got absolutely no sleep whatsoever. So here I am, pulling double duty, talking about 2 episodes of She-Hulk at a time. But we will continue doing week to week because I like She-Hulk. It's entertaining, to say the least. And it's a Marvel show. I wanted to pick between one of the shows going on right now because there's about to be like 4 shows going on that are in my interest. So I've chosen She-Hulk to review week to week. Don't at me. Episode 3 was a lot of fun. I know some people may have thought it wasn't, and some people don't like episode 4 either. I'm slowly enjoying these episodes more than the first 2. I still think number 1's probably my favorite. I just really enjoy Jen and Bruce going back and forth. I really like them 2 together. So there was a big absence of anything in episode 2 for me. It was my weakest one of the 4 so far. And episodes 3 and 4 managed to do something else, you know, when they introduced Blonsky as freaking Abomination and Jen being assigned to his case, trying to get him on parole. That was very interesting, and I loved that dynamic between the 2 and seeing how he kind of changed. Maybe he is completely full of shit. I don't know, but I would love to see where that goes. I've been enjoying Jen doing her legal stuff, though I will say there's some shots still where She-Hulk don't look too good. Like, I gotta point it out, man. When she's wearing the big clothes, she's wearing men's clothes, it looks like a full-on men's suit, because it's the only thing that comes in her size, supposedly. And when she's in the office walking around, standing next to people, walking in a walking shot with other people, it just doesn't look good. But for some reason, when she's training outside with Bruce throwing big boulders, she looks amazing. And then there's a shot in episode 4 where she looks just as good. Like, even in the low-lit scene when she's got her hot date over, I think she looked pretty decent. The hair is just so big and wonky. That's the thing. If the hair was a little bit shortened, I feel like it'd be a little bit more believable. But why does her hair grow too? That's what I'm saying. If you don't see Bruce's hair growing as he turns to the Hulk, like, that would be weird. He should have a mullet or something by turning into the Hulk. That'd be very interesting, honestly. Obviously, that specifically is me being nitpicky. I'm just having fun and being like, yo, that's weird. Like, why is it so inconsistent like that? It's just weird. That I'm not holding the show against that. I am holding the show against the inconsistencies of She-Hulk looking absolutely god-awful in certain scenes, and then other scenes it's like, hey, that's not bad, that actually looks like decent. So that's really my biggest gripe with the visual effects, really, is there is a big inconsistency, but I wonder if that has to do with lighting her and just a lot of other factors besides the actual effect of making She-Hulk. I feel like there's a lot more to it. So needless to say, episode 3 I thought was pretty good. I maybe like it a little bit more than episode 4, but that is not to say that episode 4 had a lot of fun to it as well. So Wong broke Abomination out to complete his Sorcerer Supreme training. Now, that's a bullshit answer. There's got to be something else to it, but the jury went for it. Their only concern was, well, Blonsky, you know, you kind of just turn into an uncontrollable monster, and then he kind of just turns into the Abomination and shows them, it's fine, I got it under control. And I, like, right when he was speaking as the Abomination, I got Korg vibes immediately. I hope to God that they don't turn him into a Korg. If they do, make him more badass and make him fight, actually. We don't need 3 monsters acting like humans. So episode 3 ended with Blonsky getting his parole. He's all good now. And then it ends with the Wrecking Crew jumping She-Hulk, or at least attempting to jump She-Hulk after she made it home. She hulks out, beats them up, and then they just pile into a van after retreating. They're like, damn, the boss really wanted her blood. Like, who do you work for? And then it just shows She-Hulk brushing off the dust of her shoulder, looking through a car window, and then it just cuts. Like, it was kind of abrupt for me. And yeah, then the twerking happened in the post-credits scene, and it was jarring at first. Again, we're talking like 3:30 in the morning is when I was watching this. Jarring, but I rewinded immediately. I was just like, wait, what? and yeah, she was twerking with Megan Thee Stallion. Don't know who that was until this episode, but now I do. She twerks. She made the song that was playing in the credits. Episode 4 opened up with this magician who is using a sling ring, and he's very irresponsible with it. He's just spawning random crap, opening portals with creatures coming out of it, and then bringing this drunk party girl to a dimension of demons, it seems like. And she had mentioned in a courtroom scene later on in the episode that she made a deal with this demon devil guy to, like, it sounded like very Mephisto-y, and that was funny, but she said the guy's name was Jake. I don't know. I don't know comics. Let me know down below who Jake is. It's not Jake Lockley, right, from Moon Knight? No, I don't think so. But no, it sounded very Mephisto-y, just like a funny little Mephisto reference, and I thought that was funny earlier. That girl's name, what was her name? Madison, with 2 N's and a Y, but it's not where you think. Like, I thought that was funny when I heard in the trailer, but then she said it twice in this episode, and it got less funny every time she did it. And she's just like a drunk girl. But the funniest thing to me that was like the underlying thing that nobody really mentioned in the episode, but as a fan of like little things like that in Marvel movies and TV shows, Wong's getting some ass, dude. Like, you know damn sure that him and Madison ain't coming up into that house in Nepal just to watch The Sopranos. No, they're but the whole episode is Wong wanting to sue the magician guy who once was in training at Kamertage, and then he left, he got banished or whatever, managed to keep a sling ring, and now he's just being irresponsible with it. And he's like, yo, your magic is not my magic. What you do is some fraud bullcrap. I am a master of mystic arts. And they go to this whole legal battle, and Jen is Wong's lawyer and everything. It's kind of tongue-in-cheek the way they play these things. It's just, I don't know. I don't care about the magician guy. I don't care about any of that. Later on in the episode, he opens a portal again and accidentally lets out demons, like legit demons that won't die. Freaking Jen stomps on one as She-Hulk, and it doesn't die. So her and Wong team up to take them down, throw them back into the portal that they came from. All the while, Jen is using She-Hulk as a profile on the fake Tinder in this world, and she's just trying to get dates, and apparently she gets more dates than Jen does. She-Hulk is apparently a babe that everyone wants to be with. She gets with a guy in the end of the episode that seems like a very nice dude, but when he wakes up in the morning after the doinkin' and sees that She-Hulk is just Jen, then he's not into it. He's just like, yeah, I gotta go. Peace. You could tell that she's kind of, not into that. And I felt for her in that moment. That kind of sucked. I mean, she must have felt like a goddess the night before. And I loved the little touch how she carried him to her bedroom. And I love those subtle little, like, flips of the coin with this show, how she's kind of being the woman in charge. I like the subtlety to certain things. There is some, like, in-your-face stuff, I guess, but it doesn't bug me. Like, it doesn't make me hate the show like some of you people. Like, chill. After the guy leaves, she gets a knock on her door, and she thinks the guy, changes his mind, but nope, she's getting handed papers because she's being sued by Titania, the girl she got into a fight with in the courtroom in the first episode when she became She-Hulk to the public, and she's suing Jen because she has now trademarked the name She-Hulk. okay. Like, all right, whatever, I guess. Then we get a post-credit scene with Wong and Madison watching The Sopranos, talking about drinks. That's absolutely not all what's happening, though. We know. Yes, I'm enjoying She-Hulk, but it is pretty middle of the road. This is bare bones for Marvel television, but it's not letting me down because I didn't have much expectations for the She-Hulk show, honestly. I had a little bit more expectations out of the Moon Knight series, especially because going into it, people were saying this is the best Marvel television series they've done so far, and that is absolutely not true with Moon Knight. I'm telling you that right now. If you think so, awesome, dude. I love you for thinking that. I don't, though. I don't think it's as good. I think, personally, in my honest opinion, WandaVision is up there, Loki is up there, and nothing has seemed to touch those since. It just keeps kind of declining. But She-Hulk, it's winning me over, but it's just doing the bare minimum. Hopefully, once they start introducing some of the other aspects of the show that we've been teased so far, and get Jen into something a little bit more big time than these small little things. Like, right now, it seems like the side characters are running the show, and they're just whipping Jen into their little situation to help them out. So, hopefully, we get more Jen-centric things, and maybe Bruce comes back, because Bruce is he went somewhere. We don't know where he went. Maybe he comes back with his son. He's got a son somewhere, you know. He's probably gonna bring him into the show. So guys, let me know down below, what did you think about episodes 3 and 4 of She-Hulk, and which one is your favorite so far? What's your ranking of the first 4 episodes? Let me know down below in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Be sure to stick around on the channel because I'm currently covering House of the Dragon, the Rings of Power, and then soon at the end of the month, Andor. Too many shows. Too many. And then this Monday, early next week, I will be reviewing Cobra Kai Season 5, spoiler-free, and then a spoiler talk towards the end of the week. It's going to be absolutely insane. I'm excited as all hell. I'm going to need that weekend to watch Cobra Kai because that's a lot of TV we're talking. So I need time to digest that and enjoy that for myself because Cobra Kai is one of my favorite things on television right now. So you might want to stick around, guys, because there is more to come.